Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call the Wild, and today I just put up a poll onto YouTube asking what gun, and I didn't really specify what it was for. I just said quick pick a gun, and you guys chose 4570 and 338 as the first two votes. I just wanted to real quickly toss that up so that we could get a couple weapons for this hunt, and the 4570 and 338 were the first two that got a vote, so that's what we're going to be using. I'm going to try and do some more stuff like this in the future where I just briefly put something up, and if you guys are fast enough, then you'll get a vote in and choose what weapons I use. I think it's kind of a cool way to do things, but we're going to be using the 338 and the 4570 here on Silver Ridge Peaks in multiplayer. I might even go to some other maps also if Silver Ridge Peaks doesn't work out, but I wanted to start here at least and see what we could get. I do still have the 22 with me so that we can take turkeys, but other than that, we just have the guns that you guys chose. One thing that I did forget to mention when we first started this video up is we're actually going to go over a few things that have been revealed about Ultimate Hunting, and a couple of them are stuff that I really have always wanted in pretty much every hunting game that I've ever played. And the first one is the Muzzle Break. It's going to be an attachment that you can add onto your weapons, which I'm kind of interested in what effects it's going to have. It'll probably reduce recoil, I would imagine. And I don't know what else it's going to do. I would imagine it'll change the sound of the weapon, but I don't really know what other uses it's going to have. I mean, in real life, muzzle brakes, as far as I understand, are used to kind of help control the recoil. For the most part, that's really their main use. And I'm not sure how they're going to implement that into Ultimate Hunting, but it's going to be cool to see what they end up doing. They also ended up showing off the 700 Nitro Express, which is an incredibly large caliber. Most of the time it's used for stuff like elephant, and I'm guessing that's primarily what it's going to be used for in the game. It's going to be really cool to finally have a proper elephant rifle in a hunting game. I know we've had stuff similar in Call of the Wild being like the 470, but that's honestly not even comparable to the 700. The 700 is a beast of its own. It's just an insane rifle. If you guys have ever seen any videos of people shooting that thing, it is pretty insane the amount of recoil that comes out of that gun, and just the sheer amount of power that it puts down. Also, huge thanks to Rain Tech for sending me the images of the 700 and the suppressor and the muzzle brake. Huge thanks to you, man. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, there we go, guys. We have a level 9 mountain lion right there. Well, this is honestly perfectly timed. Let's try to get close to this guy and see if we can take him with the 4570. It's going to be interesting to see if we can get close enough without him spooking off, and then also seeing how this thing actually does on them. This thing's got a lot of power, but its range is not great, so we need to get to like 150 in order for me to comfortably take a shot. They also showed off what appears to be a bolt-action rifle. It doesn't say what it is. Hello everybody, Editor Scarecrow here. I just wanted to real quickly say that it was actually revealed what the mystery weapon is, and it's actually going to be a 308. So, once again, another item that we have been wanting in Call of the Wild for a long time, which is really cool to see. We're going to get a lot of things that have been requested time and time again, and I'm actually really excited about this one. I'm glad I did a little bit of digging before actually posting this video so I could add this little bit in. But yes, it is going to be a 308 rifle, and I'm really excited for it. I honestly am not excited for anything else as much as I am this. This is so cool to know that we're finally going to have a 308 rifle in the game. It may not be in Call of the Wild yet, but we're going to have it in Ultimate Hunting, so that is awesome. And last but not least, we have the Suppressor, which is probably the thing that most of you guys are excited about. I'm definitely really excited about this. We've wanted Suppressors in Call of the Wild for a very long time, and they've just never added them. I mean, hopefully they'll get added eventually, but we at least have it in Ultimate Hunting. Now we just gotta wait for this game to come out in 2022, so it's gonna be a little while before we get our hands on it, but I'm super excited for when we finally do. Because this is something pretty much everybody in the community has wanted for a very long time, and it's going to be interesting to see what effects it actually has on the game, and what effects it has on the weapon that you're using. Because a lot of games make suppressors lower the range and stuff of weapons, but that's not really how it works in real life. Really all they do is just quiet the gun a little bit if you're using subsonic ammunition. But if you're using regular supersonic ammunition, it doesn't actually quiet it that much, and it certainly doesn't decrease the damage or range. So I'm interested to see how they're going to tackle it. Are they going to go with a realistic route, or are they going to go with kind of the Call of Duty route where it takes away damage and stuff? I'm hoping they'll go with the realistic route. But anyway, now that we've gone over all of those, let's stock up on this level 9 mountain lion and see if we can get a shot on him. It's in kind of a weird spot. If I move to the right like this, it kind of hides him behind the brush, and if we go further that way, we're a little bit farther away than I'd like to be, so we're gonna have to just sneak and hope that we don't spook him off. I'd like to sneak up to one of these trees, that way we can at least glass around and see if he's in the open. Honestly, I have no idea if these guys are even still here. It's getting really close to the end of their drink time, and I have not heard a warning call or a mating call or anything, which is a little bit strange, so I'm really curious if they fled off. Hopefully not, but it's starting to seem like that. Oh, right there. There it is. We got it. That was not in the spot that I remembered it, so that's actually good. It was a little bit further away than what I had initially remembered. So, we ended up getting that down pretty easily. Let's just hope it doesn't troll. Otherwise, that would be pretty unfortunate, but I think this is going to end up being a diamond. The 37 to 39 estimates have been pretty good to me in the past, so let's hope we continue that trend. A lot of times for me, it's the 38 to 40 ones that end up being a troll. So, let's see what this ends up being. It's just a gold at 38.90. That's pretty unfortunate. It is what it is, though. We'll keep looking for some more and see if we can bag a diamond by the end of this video. But it's a pretty good animal to start off with, I'd say. Also, I did forget to mention, this is a pretty fresh server. There's no need zones hardly anywhere, which is amazing. And we already found a level 9 mountain lion. One of these guys was saying that they found a rare where they are right now. He's letting one of the other guys shoot it. So I've got high hopes that this server is going to have some really good stuff. It's already been pretty decent, but I think there definitely could be a lot more on this server. Oh my gosh, there we go. We have another level 9 mountain lion. I knew that this server was going to be good the second that I saw that it was a lower level host with no zones on their map whatsoever. This is the second one. This one's a 38 to 40 estimate. These have not been good to me in the past. They've trolled quite often. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. There's also a couple others in this area. None of those are the one that we're after, though. And in fact, I don't even know where he has gone. Oh, right there. He is right there. Let's crouch down. 0 to 150. And hopefully we can get close enough to take a shot on this guy. He is alerted right now at 170. And honestly, we could probably make this shot if he stays there. Should be good. That went down really fast, so I'd say it was probably a double lung. Maybe even double lung and spine. I hope it wasn't just a straight spine shot. I don't think it was, because we should be good with the amount of bullet drop this gun has at that range. Let's go ahead and take this out too while we can. And that will do the trick there. You know, I'm actually a little worried now. That actually has me a little worried. Those two dropped on the spot, but the level 9 didn't. We might have hit vertebrae, either that or we hit heart twice on those others. Oh, I'm so worried now. I guess we will go see what the blood's like on this level 9. Hopefully it's gonna be vital blood, and I think it is. I think that's vital. Yeah, that is. Okay, we're good. We are good. This is from the 9. And he ran right over here, right next to this level 7. I don't know which one it's gonna grab first, but it's another troll. That is quite unlucky. That is very unlucky. So we have now been trolled twice on these mountain lions off of this server. Pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna keep looking around though. It's about to go into I believe, pronghorn time, so we're going to check around for some pronghorn. They commonly have a level 5 when you first start out on Silver Ridge Peaks, so maybe we'll get lucky with those. But unfortunately, mountain lions were just not cooperating today. But let's pick up these other two real quickly. There is the last one, level 7. I do eventually want to maybe find some decent elk to shoot, but I don't know how long that's going to take. I just want to use the 338 on at least one animal, since we did get it chose as one of the guns we're going to use today. I'd like to be able to use it. So I'm almost positive that that right there is a piebald pronghorn. It's kind of far away, and the 4570 will have no chance of even hitting it at that range, so since it's just a level 2, I think we'll just go ahead and smoke it with the 338, because I don't really care too much about keeping integrity on this guy right here. And yeah, that'll do the trick, so let's go up and claim that. I did see a decent pronghorn running off. Oh, there he is, the 4. If I could spot him again, there we go. Just a small one, so it is what it is. And there he is right there. This is the better looking pattern for the piebald, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Piebald male pronghorn, 63 scoring. We're probably not going to taxidermize this guy because we've already got better ones in our lodge, and they're not as hard to find as other rares. I think they're still considered rare, they're just one of the easier to find ones. Similar in rarity to something like the light brown turkey, or I guess like a level 9 mountain lion, but they're still kind of cool to get, so not too bad. Absolutely obliterated it with the 338. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't penetrate further, but I guess we were 300 meters away, so that would kind of explain it. I just realized that it actually has moved into Mule Deer drink time, so we're gonna real quickly check a couple of the Mule Deer lakes before we run out of time. I really wish I had noticed this a little bit sooner, but I was so focused on those pronghorn that I did not even realize that it was time for them, so I guess we'll see what we can find real quickly, and just hope that there's something good. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that we're probably going to have a little bit less videos coming up soon, and a lot of you already know this because I've talked about it in previous videos, and I've also talked about it in some of the videos I have yet to release, but I figured might as well just mention it again since not everybody sees every video. But the next few weeks are probably going to have a little bit less uploads than normal and a little bit less live streams. And the uploads, I honestly don't know what order I'm gonna upload them in, so some of them might be out of order or not really make sense until you see another episode that comes out after, but I'm gonna try my best to keep them in order. But there's a few that I'd like to get out before other ones just because I had such a fun time making them. So if a couple videos seem out of order, that's probably why, but I figured I'd let you guys know. We're gonna real quickly check this lake for mule deer, and then if we don't find anything here, we're probably just gonna call it for this server, because we've looked pretty much everywhere. We found those 2 level 9 mountain lions and that piebald pronghorn, but have not really got anything else since. And there's a couple decent bighorn sheep, but nothing really too crazy. And that is a pretty large mule deer right there. However, I don't really have a way to take this guy out until I get a little bit closer, so I don't know if he's gonna spook off before I get up there. You know, at 190, I might actually be able to make this work. I've never tried it, or at least I haven't tried it in a long time, but we shall see if I can make it work. It sure looks like it. I think we definitely hit vitals there. Curious what the drop was like. Yeah, that is definitely a vital organ hit. I was kind of wondering if we had hit spine or if it was actually vitals, and it is indeed vitals, so I'm curious what the drop was like and where we exactly hit in the lungs. Honestly, that is a little bit more drop than I thought. We aimed just above the back, and it dropped clear to the bottom of the lung. We did hit pretty much everything though, which is nice, and it did make gold at 273, which I kind of figured it would make gold, but that's a pretty decent one. Alright everybody, I think we're going to go ahead and end the video there. We don't really have anything to look at in the lodge because we just got trolled and trolled and trolled again, but we will real quickly toss up the images of all the upcoming stuff for Ultimate Hunting one more time so you guys can look at them again. I'm super excited for everything that they plan to add to the game. It's a very ambitious project from what I'm seeing, and the only concern I have is if they're going to be able to pull it off with it still functioning properly without a lot of bugs and stuff. Because adding a ton of stuff like this can sometimes cause issues, but I do think that they are going to do a good job of making this game as great as it can be. They really seem to care about the project, and from what I've heard, it seems like they're just going to take their time on it and make it the best game that it can possibly be. And that's one of the reasons why we're not going to see it till 2022. So I'm pretty happy about that. I hope they do an amazing job on it, and from what I'm seeing, I think they will. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click the like button, and ring that notification bell so you guys will never miss a video. Also, be sure to comment down below with your favorite part of the video, what you would like to see in future videos, or just what your favorite part about the Hunter Call of the Wild is. But with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!